blends me all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Francois got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Looking to throw. Francois. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Francois escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Third down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Man open, it's Goodwin. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Francois. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They run with Hines. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Francois. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
On first down, it's Hines. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now a quick pass to Richardson. Touchdown, Washington! Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. second down, it's Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on first down. Francois. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Francois. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Watch the twin.
2nd and 2. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, Francois. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. Hey, we are.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
And the blitz does come. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
SOS. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Mike. 319. Mike. Watch the slant. 50.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Francois. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Francois. Oh, nice move. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24, check 24. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Francois. The quick slant caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. That's it. Double time, guys, double time.
Throwing on 1st down. Francois. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Redskins 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw it in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 23 yards on the play. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On 3rd down, Francois. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st down, Seahawks.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To throw on 2nd down, Francois. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Hines. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Redskins 19. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
What you got? What you got, Hagen? What you got, Hagen? Give me some. Give me some.
They run again with Hines. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm trying to collect. 2 times, 2 times. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. Ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the
Now it's Hines. And he's going to be stopped short of the first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Bird to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made.